What's happening, brothers and sisters? Back once again. My wife to my side, like always.
Hi.
And we on here. We just want to talk briefly, man, to our people. Let our people know, man, stay encouraged. Keep the Most High first. Follow His Son. So, because I know there's a lot of stuff going on in this world where there's a lot of spirits out here that have you believing and thinking stuff ain't true when it comes to the scriptures, and they all types of different philosophies and doctrines of men. But if you read these scriptures, man, you can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
You will never go wrong with the Most High Word. So we just want to let y'all know, man, just have the faith and the patience, because it's a kingdom that's going to get set up. And the ones who's patient and following the Most High, keeping His commandments, following His Son, we're going to have that kingdom prepared for us.
That's right.
So don't lose that because you have fools out here speaking and coming against the Most High and His Son. Don't let them people deprive you of the kingdom and deprive you of upsetting our Heavenly Father.
Because they want you to lose out on the reward that He has for you.
Right, exactly.
By trying to entice you and seduce you with words. That's lies. Because they're laying in wait to deceive.
Exactly. So we don't want y'all to get caught up in that. And I'm going to read this real quick, because I know there's a lot of stuff going on out here, but let's see this scripture right here. This is John 16:33. Now read the whole chapter, though, so you can understand where it's coming from, but we just want to bring out something. It says, These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace.
That's right.
In the world ye shall have tribulation.
What's going on in the world? Tribulation.
Because a lot of stuff going on in this world. But Mashiach Christ said, These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace.
That's right, because peace is in Him. Why? Because He's the Prince of Peace.
And you'll definitely have peace of mind, your spirit to be at peace, because knowing what's written, knowing why we're in the condition we're in, and knowing what's going to happen when we serve the Most High, that's going to come later on, that's going to have you a peace of mind. If you just living and just thinking, man, why are we struggling? We just at the bottom, and when we die, it's over. That's not it. It's more to it than that. And that's why Mashiach Christ said, These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you have people saying, what type of God will give you an instruction?
Right.
But then tell that to your children. Don't give your children no instructions. Just let them do whatever they want in your house and run wild.
You ain't going to do that.
And see if there's going to be chaos or if there's going to be peace in your house.
Right. It's going to be a whole bunch of chaos, confusion, and all that.
There's not going to be no peace in that house.
No peace at all. It say, verse 33, These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace.
That's right.
In the world ye shall have tribulation. So what's going on in the world? You got all types of wickedness going on in this world. You got all types of doctrines of devils. That's what's going on in this world.
Men of reprobate and corrupt minds.
Corrupt and reprobate minds. It said, in the world you should have tribulation, but be of good cheer.
Yes.
I have overcame the world.
That's right.
So when the example left for Mashiach Christ, how He overcame it, we supposed to follow His example.
That's right.
We're going to overcome too.
And we're going to overcome it in peace.
Exactly.
We're not going to be like the wicked, trying to find ways to outsmart the Most High.
Nah, we
You
ain't
can't
doing that.
outsmart the Most High.
No, you can't.
You can't prepare lying words before Him either.
Right. What's up, Brittany? She got the little hands. What's
Hi,
happening?
Brittany.
But yeah, we just, you can't outsmart the Most High. You can't outthink Him. And you shouldn't even try to have a wicked mind to do that anyway, in the first place. Because He's going to give us a peace.
That's
we
right.
are in the condition we are because we disobeyed the Most High. And we continue to do it to this day. And we got to return and repent and come back to the Most High, man.
That's right.
That's what we got to do.
Because He's our Father.
Right.
And we're the children. Just like you parents. You parents have children.
Right. And we got to stop putting our trust in man. He gave us His word, not man. So we got to seek out of the book and read.
Yes.
Not go to some organization and hear a man talking that if he's talking truth, that's what's up. But you got to understand truth from lies because you studying to show yourself approved.
That's right.
So you can't get caught up in just because men talking. Read the study and show yourself approved for yourself.
Because this is your Father talking to you one-on-one.
Right.
He's schooling you
Exactly.
and instructing you. And he's doing this in love. And when we act up and cut up, there's consequences.
There's a lot of consequences. And we don't understand that because sometimes you might be like, man, I got a good job. You know, I'm doing good. So I know the Lord love me. But guess what? If you sinning, he's not happy and pleased with that. You got to understand that. You work for what you work for. Okay, you earned that and deserved it. But are you pleasing the Most High?
Yeah.
That don't mean the Most High is favoring you because you doing something you're supposed to do as far as getting a job and provide for your family.
Yeah.
Don't get those twisted.
Because you have to satisfy money answering things. Those debts that you got to pay off.
Right.
Your bills that you have to pay. The shelter and the food in order to purchase certain things.
Exactly.
But you can't purchase salvation.
No, you can't.
You
That
can be
ain't-
obedient.
Right.
That's your job, obedience.
Exactly. That's your job, obedience.
And that's what we're learning.
Right.
That's why we come before our brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter if you're a male or female, if you're an elder or if you're young, we're going to treat the elders like mothers and fathers and the younger as brothers and sisters.
Right.
This is the true gathering of our Heavenly Father.
Exactly.
And he wants to tell us, hey, we're going to feed the sheep in righteousness and let us know when we go off, there's rules to say, hey, you better not do that.
Right.
And if we're doing good, we're going to encourage you and say, good job.
Of course.
We're
That's
gonna-
how we're supposed
yeah.
to do. We got to strengthen each other.
Yeah.
And be there for each other as brothers and sisters, man. Because we all the same in the Most High.
Yes.
It's no, I'm above you, you beneath me. Anybody talking that wild madness, man, depart from them because they just trying to have their own vainglory to try to say that they, because you got to understand, this is the, I'm going to keep saying, this is the Most High word.
Yes, it is.
So anybody trying to set themselves up above you, he's not of the Most High. Because the Most High, he don't want us to do that. He wants us to treat each other and love each other in the same mind, on the same accord.
That's
Not to
right.
sit there and have lordship over each other.
No.
He don't want that.
No, he does not.
Brittany said he came a long way. Happy for you too, beautiful couple. Amen. Hey, thank you, Brittany. I
Oh,
appreciate
Brittany.
that, sister, man. Thank you for that.
Hey, Brittany, hopefully everything's going well with you where
Right.
you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Much love to you and yours.
Number love to you and yours, Brittany.
Yes.
We're going to read Psalms 121, 1 through 8 real quick. It say a song of degrees. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my help.
That's right.
And where that
That's
help
where
come
you-
from?
From the Most High.
Exactly.
That made heaven and earth.
Right. Verse 2, my help cometh from the Lord,
That's where it comes.
which made heaven and earth.
That's what he
like
made.
you just said.
Because that's what he made. That's what,
Uh-huh.
My first mind was like, that's what he made. He's the maker of everything.
Mm-hmm. Verse 3, he will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
No,
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
that's right.
Verse 4, behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
That's right. He's not going to sleep.
No, he ain't.
He's awake to righteousness.
Mm-hmm. Verse 5, thank you both. Oh, you welcome, brother.
You're welcome.
Verse 5, the Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yes, he is.
Verse 6, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night.
That's right.
Verse 7, the Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
From all evil.
So when you fall in the Most High, He gonna preserve you from all evil.
Yes, he is.
But you'll never know that if you don't follow the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
You just in your mind don't even want to follow Him to see if He's gonna preserve from evil and look after you.
Mm-hmm.
And all we doing is trying to tell our brothers and sisters to repent, get out of your wicked ways, come back to the Most High, your Heavenly Father.
That's reasonable.
That's it. What's wrong with don't steal? What's wrong with don't murder?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with don't covet?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with loving your brother, your sister as thyself?
No.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with do good?
What's wrong with being good? What's wrong with not being a whoremonger?
Uh-huh.
What's wrong with not being a whore? What's wrong with not being a prostitute?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
The Most High wants the best for us.
That's what He wants.
He sees the best in us.
Exactly.
So do good.
Do good. Verse 7.
And choose the good.
Choose the good,
Choose
not the
life.
evil, man.
Yes.
Choose life, not death. He told us to choose life. He put, what you gonna choose, life or death? we got to choose life. And the life is in the Most High and His Son who He sent. That's the life. Death is outside of that. Outside of the Most High and His Son, that's choosing death.
Yeah, it is.
So verse 7 says, the Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul.
Yes.
He's the only one to have the power to preserve your soul.
That's right.
Because when you gone and you sleeping, who's going to preserve your soul?
Yeah, who?
Somebody please let us know.
Because some people's thinking, oh, that's just it. Once the breath leaves, that's it.
Nah, that's not it.
No, you see, you haven't been studying this book.
Right.
Nah, we're dealing with an eternal spirit. We're not dealing with death. See, when you chose death, that's why you say that's just it. But when you choose life, you're going to see life goes on forever.
Yes, indeed. And that's why it says, he shall preserve thy soul.
That's right.
Verse 8, the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy going in from this time forth, and even forevermore.
Do you guys believe that? Do you believe the Most High has the power to preserve you forevermore?
Forevermore.
Do you believe that?
You got to believe.
And once you believe that, do you know that?
Right. And once you know that, are you going to live by that? Follow that?
Hopefully you will choose that life.
Right, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you like this. All my life growing up, my grandmother raised me the best way she could, and she taught me the stuff that she knew, and she did a good job. As far as to teach me morals and how to treat each other, love somebody, treat people how you want to be treated. Now that I'm reading this word, and I'm glad that my grandmothers both put this word in me, at least for me to read it. This is all true. Now I got the understanding of what's going on with this word. And that's how I know and understand that this word is true. Our people just reject it because all the lies they hear. They hear, oh, a Caucasian man wrote the Bible. That's not true. Boo, boo. Have you read it for yourself to understand what it's even talking about? Or are you just going off what everybody else is saying?
See that?
Come on now.
You got to ask yourself that.
Ask yourself that. Are you just listening to everybody? Or have you read it yourself and seen it that's not true? No, you just heard somebody else saying something and you ran with it, and that's not what you're supposed to do. Anybody can make up something. Just because somebody sounds like they're intelligent or you see them on TV, that don't mean they telling the truth. Our people, we got to stop being deceived, man, because Satan have his children out here that's working. You got to understand. You got the children of the Most High. You got the children of Satan.
Yeah.
And this is real. You got people out actually working to deceive everybody purposely.
Yeah. And then you have people who's actually laboring in the Lord.
Right.
And that labor is not vain.
Exactly.
But when you labor for Satan, oh, that's vain.
Oh, yeah.
It's
real
all
vain.
coming to naught.
Yes, indeed. It's coming to naught. And, it's a saying of our people always say, I got to say this because we're going to bring this out. A lot of our people say, oh, I know what you're saying. I hear the Bible, woo, woo, but I trust my heart. My heart is this. My heart is this. Now, let's see what the scriptures say about the heart real fast.
Yeah, let's check that out.
We're going to go to Jeremiah 17:9.
Okay.
It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Because you can say whatever you want to say, and it says, who can know it? The Most High know it. You can sit here in front and go to church and fake, and then all 4 or 5 days out of the week, you're a whoremonger, you're a murderer, you just doing all types of wickedness and sinning. But you'll say, oh, God knows my heart. Yeah, he do. You can't fool him. You might try to fool everybody else because you put it on the front. And that's why he said the heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it?
And also, too, you can go to camp or schools. You can go to an academy, and then what'll happen?
Right.
Then what are you doing? After the Sabbath day, what's going on? After that 7th day, what are you doing?
Right.
After the first day of the week, which is Sunday, what are you doing?
What are you doing after
Once
that?
you leave hearing the pastor, what's going on with your life?
Yeah, what are you doing in your life?
Yes, what are you doing? Once you leave that elder over that school, what are you doing? You don't think the Most High is watching you? Or you think you can just put on the Sabbath day?
Right, he's watching you. So whether you go to church on Sunday, whether you have classes on Friday or Saturday, which people observe the Sabbath different days, whatever. The Most High knows your mind.
Yeah, he does.
He knows what's in you.
Yes,
so
he
you
does.
could only fool certain people, but you ain't never gonna fool the Most High. And that's why he said, Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is deceitful above all things. Your mind is deceitful because they got all types of stuff going up in that mind.
Mm-hmm.
And desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Who can know it? See, we know the one who knows the mind, who knows the heart.
Mm-hmm.
The heart of a man.
Right.
Is it good? Is it evil?
Exactly.
Who can know it?
Who can know it?
The one who created it.
Exactly. And
that's the one who knows it.
Right. And verse 10 says, I, the Lord, search the heart.
That's what he does.
I try the reins.
Yes, he does. So he don't care about you putting on a performance before everybody else.
Mm-mm.
He's searching what's really there.
Yes, he is.
Your true spirit.
He said, I, the Lord, search the heart.
What does he search?
I, the Lord, search the heart.
Not your performance. I got to hear that one more time. What does the Lord search?
I, the Lord, search the heart.
That's what he searches.
I try the reins.
That's what he does.
Even to give every man according to his ways.
See that? Every man's ways is going to be tried and examined, whether it was righteous or whether it was wicked.
Mm-hmm. And according to the fruit of his doing.
That's right. Your fruit. Is it a corrupt tree? You shall know the tree by the fruit, right?
Right.
So what fruit are you having on your tree?
Exactly.
You are the tree. What fruit are you bearing? Is it corrupt?
Is it?
Is it good?
Right.
Either make the tree good and its fruit good, or make the tree corrupt. You can't be lukewarm.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get spewed out.
You will.
So we want some trees that are going to produce some good fruit. Because I know it's in you to do it. You can do all things through Christ. You can do all things through Hamashiach, Yahushai, that strengthens you. Because that's who's strengthening us in this wicked world.
Yeah.
But be of good cheer. He overcame this world.
Mm-hmm.
So he just wants us to overcome like he did.
That's it.
We can do it.
Yeah, we can.
But you got to get your heart right.
Got to.
Make it good before the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lean on your own understanding.
Nah, that's where you're going to go astray.
Mm-hmm.
Now, from there, we're going to go to Matthew 15. No. Matthew 15. Yeah, we're going to Matthew 15:19. We just was talking about the heart.
Yes.
So let's see what Mashiach Christ had to say too.
Yeah, let's look at what he has to say.
It says, Matthew 15:19, for out of the heart proceed evil thoughts.
Uh-oh. What
Murders,
else comes out? Uh-oh.
Adulteries,
Nah.
fornications, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. These are the things which defile a man.
Is that coming out your heart?
Yes, indeed.
So since you say God knows your heart, is he looking at you as what was the top of the list?
It says, for out of the heart proceed evil thoughts.
Is evil thoughts coming out your heart? Since
a lot of evil thoughts.
He knows your heart, right? Is evil thoughts coming out? What else he say?
Now, we heard the prophet Jeremiah say this.
Yes, he did.
And he was speaking what the Most High said. And guess what? His son is confirming this right
here. Yes, he is.
So, don't let nobody play games. He was talking about the Old Testament versus New Testament. Because it's all the same.
Yeah, it is. Because it's the same God.
I just want to say that too. Because people playing games say, oh, that was back then. This is now. No. Mashiach Christ saying the same thing the prophet said, because guess what? It came from the Most High.
Yes, it's the same God that they're worshiping. It's not a different God.
It's not different.
It's the same God that never changes. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever.
And forever.
So let's see what is coming out of a desperately wicked heart.
We're going to go to Matthew 15, chapter 15, verse 19. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts.
See that? That can come out.
Evil thoughts.
Evil thoughts can come
Murders.
out. Murders.
Adulteries. Fornications. Thefts. False witness. Blasphemies.
See that?
And we got to understand, our mind is corrupted if you're not stay fast on the Most High. Because you can have all those thoughts in your mind. Now, you don't have to act on them.
No.
But guess what? There's a lot of people that do act on it.
Yeah.
That's why you see murderers. That's why you see adulterers. You see fornications. You see thefts. You see false witnesses. You see blasphemies, because they had that in their mind. But when your mind stayed in the Most High, you keep your mind in perfect peace.
That's right. It's a pure mind. But when your conscience is defiled, then,
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, a scripture just came on. Can you go to Titus right quick? Titus chapter 1 and read the last 3 verses, because that is also going to coincide on what we're reading. Because you got people who's professing with their mouth that they know God. But see, we gotta show two types of consciences, two types of hearts. A heart that is obedient and willing to do right, or a heart that is desperately wicked and disobedient and want to just do evil continually. So let's see what our brother Paul, this is after he repented.
You said Titus?
Yes, Titus chapter 1, and go up, the last 2 verses, last 3 or 2 verses. Because this is going to pertain to the conscience and the heart and the mind. And we need to have these types of discussions, brothers and sisters, and this is perfecting us because we're a part of Christ's body. And he has a body, and it's one body, but it's many members. And we all play a role in this assembly. And we're all unified in the spirit, even though we live out here and you live out there, wherever you are in the world. But yet we all can be unified in the same spirit because we're being obedient to the same God. Because we're part of the same family.
Right. You said Titus 1, right?
Yes, Titus 1, the last 2 verses. Yes.
All right, I'm reading Titus 1, chapter 1, verse 15. It says, unto the pure all things are pure.
All things are pure.
But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
It's nothing pure. But if you're defiled and unbelieving, nothing's pure to you. That's why you can't see God. You can't see the Most High. He's pure and holy. Because if your conscience is defiled, that's why you're kicking against him in this book.
But even their mind and conscience is defiled.
What is their conscience and mind?
Defiled.
It's defiled.
So it's telling you, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure.
Nothing pure.
So, unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. Because the things that's good and pure, you unbelieving and you defile, you ain't gonna have it and understand what's going on.
Yeah, you're gonna speak against forgiveness, mercy, love, truth.
You're gonna speak it, and then it says, but even their mind and conscience is defiled. Because then your mind and your conscience gonna be defiled, thinking all types of wild things that ain't true, going into all these different philosophies, all these different doctrines of men.
That spots you up.
That's what's gonna happen to you. And verse 16 says, they profess that they know the Most High.
With their mouth.
But in works they deny him.
But in what?
Works they deny him.
In works, because it's evident on who you serving. If you're defiled, then we already know who you serving. But if you are pure, if your mind is pure, because blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see the Most High. They shall see God.
Yeah, because a lot of our people, believe it or not, hopefully y'all see it, we got a lot of our people that say they love the Most High, they love His Son, which they say that because our spirit is of the Most High. But they're not doing nothing He say do. They just saying it. But when you read and the Most High say, don't do this, don't do that, they going against Him.
Yeah. They're not studying to see what He requires of you to do.
So that's why it says they profess that they know the Most High.
Okay, with their mouth.
But in works they deny Him.
But in works you have nothing to show.
Because it's going to show, if you profess you know the Most High, your works going to show forth.
Yes.
You're not going to be out here sinning. You're not going to be eating all types of abominable crabs, shrimps, pork, lobster. None of that, because the Most High said that's unclean and He don't want you eating that.
And that's right.
You're not going to be out here being a whoremonger or a whore, prostitute. You not all the stuff the Most High say don't do. You're not going to do it. Don't sit there and say you know the Most High and you follow Him, and you ain't doing nothing He say.
Yeah.
No.
You just show up on Sunday or Friday sundown or Saturday, and then you just profess Him. I just love me some God. I love me some Yahweh.
That's fake.
By Hashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. But at the same time, all that's lip service.
That's lip
Why?
service.
Because they profess to know God, but what?
It says they profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny Him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate.
Every good work you're a reprobate. You don't even know what good works are.
Nope.
Because you didn't seek it out. What is good works in the eyesight of the Most High? What is evil works in the sight of the Most High? See, you need to know this. Because you as parents need to teach your children this. Instill them the moral laws and the civil laws on how to love thy neighbor as thyself. Husbands, how to love your wives, and wives, how to love your husbands. And how to love your God.
Got to.
These two laws hang what? All the prophets. They knew how to serve their God and how to prolong their days by honoring their father and their mother, and also how to love their neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Got to.
beautiful.
Got to.
That's a beautiful society right there.
Yeah, it is.
Understanding that.
So, yeah, that's something that we have to do. 'Cause the Most High teaches that, and that's something righteous. If you see the world, what's going on, they don't teach that righteousness, man. They
No.
teaching everything going against the Most High. And we're going to go back to when we was talking about this heart.
Yes.
How you trust in the heart. We're going to go to Proverbs 3,
Okay.
5 and 6. It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
That's right.
That's who you trust in. Not your own heart,
No.
not your own understanding. It says, Proverbs 3, 5, it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
That's who you trust in.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Yeah, don't do that.
So trust in the Most High and don't lean unto your own understanding.
Don't do
Because
that.
your own understanding is going to lead you to destruction.
Yes. Because you may think that what you're doing is right. You got to seek out what is right.
Mm-hmm. Verse 6, it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him,
Do it.
and he shall
Direct
thy paths.
your path.
Not you following your own heart. The Most High is going to direct your path when you
Yes.
following and understanding his word.
He's the director.
Not you, because guess what? Your own path is going to lead you to fornication.
Mm-hmm.
Your own path going to lead you to wickedness.
Mm-hmm.
Your own path going to have you with a corrupt mind and getting caught up in this wickedness of this world and these heathens and these even our own people. It's going to get you caught up in just the wickedness of everybody that's going against the Most High. Let's put it like that. And you're going to get caught up in all the sins and the lust of the world and the lust of the flesh. That's why he wants us to put on our spirit. He wants us to get in the spirit.
Yes, he does.
And get out of this sinful flesh.
That's right.
It's hard because we in the flesh, but at the same time, we have to put the spirit on the Most High on, so we can see certain stuff and say, I'm away from that. And if you have certain people that's around you and they see you change and they trying to bring you back into that wickedness, you got to cut them loose.
Yeah.
Love them from a distance.
Yes.
You can't let nobody have you sinning. I don't care who it is.
And instead of arguing them down, let your light shine that man may see your good works, that you are being led of the Spirit. Because you don't want to be condemned when you're judged. But there's no condemnation for those who are led of the Spirit. So once the Spirit leads you, he knows what's best. The flesh don't know what's best.
No.
The Most High has given flesh so many opportunities, and look what flesh has done over
Right.
and over and over. When you trust in your own flesh, look where it leads you.
And look, and speaking of trusting in your own flesh, and like my wife was saying, look where it leads you. This is right on time about that heart again. Because when you say, oh, I believe my heart, and you trust in your own flesh, what has it gotten you?
Yeah. What
And
profit is it?
Let's see what my shock say too. This is this is Luke chapter 12, verse 34. It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Mm-hmm.
So, if your treasures is on earth and you want to just have everything that's going on in this world, that's where your heart is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But if your heart is on the kingdom and the Most High and the Son, that's what you're going to lay your treasures on.
That's right.
That's why I said, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when you say, oh, I trust in my heart, your treasure is not laid upon the Most High and his kingdom what's going to be to come. Your treasure is laid up on the sinful things of this world.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Mashiach, Christ, is saying what he's saying right here.
That's right. And now that makes sense for him to tell us to seek ye the kingdom and its righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll add these things to you. He wanted that to be the first priority. That's what the treasure is about.
Yeah.
You want a treasure that's going to last forever.
Forever.
A gold tried in a fire that you may be rich.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want. You don't want something that's not tried and then you just go out there and do whatever, and at the end, that way seeming good to you, but the end, it'll yield to death.
Right.
Don't take those types of chances.
Nah, you don't want
Go
to
in it with the light,
Exactly.
knowing that you're going to overcome this. Don't go in there being blindsided and in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Let the light shine on your hearts
Let it shine.
so that you can walk in righteousness
That's right.
and live an honest life
Mm-hmm.
and a peaceable life.
And don't deceive yourself.
No.
And don't deceive everybody else, because I'm telling you this: you are deceiving your own self when you faking like you somebody that you really not.
Mm-hmm.
You living a double life, and you just putting on.
Yeah, two faces and double tongue.
The Most High see that. You might could deceive your wife. You might could deceive your husband.
Mm-hmm.
You might could deceive your parents. Your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, whoever you close with. but you're not going to deceive the Most High.
Yeah.
You can't.
And if you're shepherds, you cannot deceive the flock because you're going to get held accountable.
Yeah, and the shepherds that's out here teaching all these lies, the Most High see y'all too. And guess what? The ones who hear the Lamb voice, we don't hear no other voice.
No.
So when y'all talking them lies, we don't hear that. We reject that. So we ain't get caught up in y'all either. These supposedly leaders that fear the Most High supposedly, which we know that's not true because they lead by example.
That's right.
And we got 2 more scriptures and then that's it. We go to Matthew 22, 34 through 40. It says, but when the Pharisees, now read this whole chapter so you can understand where we're picking up from.
Yes.
It's the point we're making. It says, but when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, because the Pharisees and Sadducees were trying to come against Christ, Mashiach, trip him up, but of course, he only speak what his father say. So
right.
you can't trip up the Most High word.
No,
It's
you
not
can't.
happening.
No, you can't. You can't put the word on trial.
Nah.
You're going to be on trial trying to do that.
It's not happening.
You're going to be in a bad predicament trying to slick the Most High.
Right.
Look what happened to the serpent. So don't try to get in that same position as the serpent or you'll follow right into his footsteps, the serpent.
Yeah. So that's why I had to just, we had to just let y'all know what this is talking about. But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put, and when it says he, that's talking about Mashiach Christ, that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Verse 35, then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him, and saying, verse 36, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Verse 37, it says, Yahushua, which is written Jesus, said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
Yes.
Not lean into your own heart.
No.
Not saying I know my heart. It says Yahushua, Jesus, which is written, which a lot of our people say they believe in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? They follow him. This was Yahushua, Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
Yes.
And with all thy soul. And with all thy mind.
Yes. Your whole being. Don't lean on your own understanding saying, no, not my God, not my Jesus.
Right.
When the truth comes out. Or not my Yahweh, not my Yahushua. Don't do that.
No, not my Yeshua.
Yeah, not my Ahaya, Yeshaya,
none of those, whatever name you want to use to call on the Most High and the Son.
Yes, whatever names which you refer to the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Right.
You don't lean on those names if you just all lip service. You have to come with your whole spirit.
Right.
Serving Him.
It says, Yahushua said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart.
Yes.
And with all thy soul and with all thy mind.
Yes.
And if you do that, the wickedness and all these people, whoever try to come in and corrupt your mind and your spirit, it's not going to happen because your mind is already set on the Most High. Your whole being is set on the Most High and what He taught you.
Yeah, just like when you open up in Psalm 121 where He said He'll preserve us from all evil. He'll preserve us from evil because our mind is stayed on Him.
Yeah.
So you won't be thinking about, what can I do in mischief?
No, you ain't.
Because you're serving Him. You're not serving a God that's mischievous.
Exactly.
You're serving a God that's righteous and holy. You're not serving a profane and a fornicating God.
Right.
He's pure.
Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment.
Yes, it is.
Verse 39.
First works.
And the second is like unto it.
That's right.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Wait. Who's talking this? Who's teaching us this?
This Mashiach Christ talking.
This ain't no idol teaching, right?
This Mashiach
You're
Christ.
not reading Greek mythology?
I'm reading the Holy Bible.
Oh, okay. So this is a righteous man teaching us how to serve the Most High, right?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just want to make that clear for anyone who would come in to try to pervert our Holy Bible about the Most High Son coming in the volume of the book that's written of Him to do the Father's will and obedience. So this is a living, talking soul that was a word that was made flesh that's speaking to people. Idols can't speak. This is a real man that can speak words. Just like you could speak words, I could speak words. He's speaking words. And are they words of righteousness? He's telling us to love the Most High and the neighbors. That's a righteous commandment. That's not Greek mythology.
So verse 30, I'm going to go back to 37. Because it says, Yahushua, Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart,
Yes.
and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
That's our duty.
So don't lean to your own understanding. Don't follow your heart. Love the Most High with all your heart, soul, and mind.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment.
Yes, it is.
39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Yes.
Verse 40. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
That's right.
And it's saying that because if you love the Most High with your mind,
Oh, yes.
soul, and all your heart, and if you love your brother and sister like yourself, that's all you need, and you ain't gonna go astray from that.
No.
Because if you love the Most High, you ain't gonna do nothing the Most High say don't do.
That's right.
If you love your brother or sister, you're not gonna have evil thoughts towards them
No.
and want to do nothing evil to them or try to get over on them or try to take advantage of them because you're gonna love them as yourself because you don't want nobody doing that to you.
No.
And that's why Mashiach Christ said, hang on these two commandments, hang all the law and the prophets. That's why Mashiach Christ said that.
And love does not work ill to their neighbors. They don't. Love is not going to work ill to their neighbors.
Yeah, and love is actually showing love.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you gotta act. You can't just say I love you without showing it. You gotta actually show, you know, how you love your brother or your sister. It's an action that comes with that too.
Can you say you love the Most High and then go out and hate your neighbor?
Can't do that.
Can you say you love your neighbor and then go out and steal from him?
Nope.
Can you kiss him on the cheek and betray him and say, I love you?
You can, but that's not showing. You could do that, but that's a snake and a deceiver that's doing that.
So actually, when you love somebody, you can't do ill to them and call that love, can you?
Nah, you can't do that. Nope.
What about if your heart is, but God knows my heart. Yahweh knows my heart.
Yeah, he knows if it's good or if it's evil. You're right. He do know the heart of every man and woman and child. He knows if it's good and he knows if it's evil.
But man can't see what I'm doing every day.
It don't matter. The Most High see that. And we about to show two right here. This is the last scripture. It's 1 Corinthians 3, 18 and 19. It says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seems to be wise in this world, because you got a lot of people thinking they wise in this world, a lot. It says, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. 19, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. You got all these people saying whatever they saying is foolishness with the Most High. We come and get our knowledge and understand the wisdom from the Most High word. The world out here, they little knowledge is foolishness with the Most High. Because they telling you that, they sitting there telling you that we came from apes. They telling you that a Big Bang Theory happened and that's how we got created. They sitting there telling you dinosaurs, they found bones from dinosaurs billions of years ago. They telling you all types of stuff that's foolishness. That's foolishness to the Most High. The wisdom of that's supposed to be the wisdom of this world. That's foolishness.
But it's only one spirit and all is many think tanks. You don't think a lot of think tanks can outsmart the one who made the heart?
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High.
But it's a lot of minds coming together to bring something together.
For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So he taking the wise in their own craftiness because your wisdom that you think is wisdom is foolishness. Because everything you think is wise is a lie and it's going against the Most High was written.
But what if I make believe?
You can make believe. Make believe is not going to be true. Everything that's written in here is called prophecies. And it came to pass already, and it's coming to pass, and still stuff that's going to come to pass.
But if I put a
man's
lying
wisdom
wonder,
is a lie.
what if I put a lying wonder before you like a magician?
You could do that.
I'm
Hopefully,
showing you
our
that it's
people
real.
don't get caught up in that lie. Hopefully, they don't.
So who do you put your trust in?
The point is, put your trust in the Most High, and you'll never go wrong. And we made this. We made this video to let our brothers and sisters know that's in the truth. When I say in the truth, I mean that you reading the Most High Word and you're not leaning to no man, and you understand His Word. That's what I mean by in the truth.
Yes.
And our brothers and sisters who don't understand what's going on is written. That, they say they love the Most High, but you don't know you're Israelite. You don't know how to follow the Most High or His Son. This is for y'all. Put your trust in the Most High. Don't put your trust in man. Don't lean to your own understanding. Follow the Most High's Son, which He sent. And that's the message. And you won't go wrong. And you'll have that peace of mind.
That's right.
You'll have a peace of mind. All the worries of the world, you won't care about it too much when you understand what's written and understand what's coming to us after this. So that's all we really wanted to say.
And if anybody feels led, if you need any prayer, if you have something that's coming to your spirit and you want to say, put it in the comment board. We can have a discussion. If you want to inbox us privately, or if you want to inbox us, in the open, we all come together because we're all in this together. If there's something that you're lacking, please ask the Most High to give you the wisdom, because it's there. It's there for you to be, for the captives to set free. He set the captives free. He led captivity captive. That's what He did. And if there's more information that you want to learn, let's seek this out together. And we can come in this book together and we can seek it out and make us, the Most High wanted to make us wise through His truth. Not just some unknown spirit that just pops up out of anywhere and then deceives you and then there's nothing at the end. The Most High promised us something and He's not going to go bad on His promise. So I'm so glad that, we did this study, and I just felt led that if anybody has any questions, if anybody has any concerns, if anybody wants to come together and touch and pray on something, we can move mountains, move that out of your life and let us touch and agree, because I believe in what's called the upper room. There was disciples, they went up to the upper room, it was men and women, and they came together and they made their supplication and they made their prayer and their request known unto the Most High. And we can touch and agree, because if any two of you agreeing on anything on this earth and we ask Him and not ask amiss, He gonna make it happen for us. And I also too want to start bringing out some of on why the Most High wanted us to eat clean too. I do. I'm waiting for this to come to pass. I want to do the cooking aspect of it to show why the temple needs to be fed righteousness spiritually and also physically. I want to go into that aspect of that, and I just wanted to share that. And I'm glad that we covered the heart, and to let you know that the heart could turn good or it could turn bad. Just make the heart good. It's a good thing to have peace with your God and to be peace amongst your brethren and to follow peace. But it has to be that peace that was given to us. Not the peace that's in this world, because there's no peace in this world, nor is there peace to the wicked. So, we love you. We love you a lot, and we love you with unfeigned love. And that's all I have to say. I just want to say I love y'all much. I really do. And I hope the best for all of y'all. I hope that, you and your house can repent. The women, hopefully you guys can get yourself together, your sisters. And even when your husbands are not obeying the word, they can be won over by your conversation while they behold your holy and chaste conversation coupled with fear. Your job is to fear the Most High. You hold it down and pray for your husbands. Pray that they see the light and open up their ears, that the Most High will get them back so that they can be the men that the Most High called them to be in righteousness. Obedient sons. And you continue as women to be obedient women and daughters, the daughters of Sarah. And be the women that the Most High called you to be. And let your light shine. And that's the voice of the Most High in your ear saying, daughter, you can do this.
All right, well, I'm just listening, but we just brought it out so our people get an understanding of what's going on, and just don't, like I said, and like we was just saying, man, don't lean to your own understanding. Have love for your brothers and sisters.
Yes. Really
love the Most High and the Son by following what they say do, not just lip service.
That's right.
We're not here to do lip service, and you can't be no hypocrite and try to tell somebody to do something. You ain't doing it yourself. So
that's right.
The message is follow the Most High, keep His commandments.
Yes.
obey him,
Are his
follow
commandments
his
grievous though?
follow his commandments ain't grievous. Follow his son.
Mm-hmm.
Love your people, man.
Yes.
And it's something laid up. Lay your treasures in heaven.
That's
not
right.
on earth.
That's
So
right.
that's the whole message. And number love to you, brothers and sisters, man. Until next time, hopefully I got a little understanding about what's up.
Yes.
And love y'all, brothers and sisters, man. Peace.